Yay. Okay. So,
Well, I guess we're live. So hello, everybody out there. Chantel gets ready, and we're also expecting another visitor. And as you could tell by our
we're all
title for tonight's
hungover.
event, there's a reason. There's a reason we look so lovely right now.
Exactly. Make this. Okay, perfect. Looking good. We're gonna wait for a couple of our friends here. Okay. So you guys are actually having a wonderful Tuesday evening, because I know we are. And you know, this is what we do, you guys.
Okay, hey.
Hi.
Sorry, I had a little troubleshooting error thing come up.
It's okay.
All right, let me get my toolbox.
Go for it. Take your time. We're actually live right now, just so you know. We're just, you know, making it natural.
I didn't
We're
know.
making it natural.
All right. Well, there it is. So, bam, done.
Bam.
You're quick, girl.
Susie was funny. She was telling all the viewers, she's like, yeah, we don't really look too pretty right now, because basically we are hungover from Chicago. Some of us got in late last night. Exactly.
You know, the title of this hangout is perfect.
I agree. I'm glad you guys decided to make that call, you know, make that the title, because I think it is perfect. And you know, that's what we're here for, guys. You know, this is what we do. It's a Tuesday evening, and we all three of us just got back from an amazing weekend in Chicago. We're part of an amazing community, and you know, and we want to share the experience with all of you. So that's where we're here. We're going to discuss here. We're not going to take up too much of your time this evening. We're going to shoot for an hour tops, because I know you guys, you know, want to spend time with family and friends, and we understand that, and that's why we work out of our homes. So our time is very valuable. So I guarantee at the end of this, I promise you will definitely get some tips and some valuable information to take your business to the next level. So let's rock and roll, ladies.
Oh, man. Well, hey, everyone. This is Damaris, also known as Webstart Girl, and I am really happy to be here with these two lovely ladies. I've actually never done a hangout with Susie. My girl Chantel, I mean, I love her. We even roommate together in Chicago.
Yay.
So we got to know each other really well, I think.
I agree.
It's really nice to meet in person, and you know, it's one of the things I think with this online business, which is kind of funny, because I saw a lot of people in the Facebook groups, and I was like, you know, you get to interact with them online, and you get to see how they are online, but it's always nice to actually see them in person. And you know, it's like almost like it felt like a college reunion. You know,
I agree.
Right? Like, I actually put that in my page, in my fan page, because I felt like I was having a reunion with my friends that I hadn't seen in a while. And some of them I have never even met in person.
I agree.
Right?
You know
it felt like community. Oh, go ahead.
You know what the strange thing is?
Yeah.
The strange thing is that all these people that you've been in community with for weeks or sometimes months, it's like you feel like you know them online, you know what car they drive, you know how many kids they have. And all of a sudden you meet them in person, it's like everybody knows that each other's stuff. So in other words, everybody's like,
yes,
to a certain extent, spies on each other on Facebook. I guess that's what that means. But everybody does it because everybody knew everybody's business. I just found that funny.
That's true. That's very true. I actually made a bag that was on my Facebook page, you know, and I actually like to like craft and stuff, and people
Mm-hmm.
recognized it. And they're
Did
like,
they?
"That's a bag." Yeah,
Oh my God, you see?
yeah. They just think it's so funny. They're like, "You, let me see. Oh wow, it has pocket inside too." It's just like they're following each. Like we're all friends.
We are.
We're all
And
friends.
to be honest, you guys, I mean, what we put out into the universe just comes right back to us if you think about it. And that's the beauty of, being online most of the time. I mean, yeah, people are in your business, but it's for a good, valid reason. People care enough to want to know what you're doing and are excited about, working together. And that's what we do here. So, but every 3 months we go ahead and we join, live and together. And when I went to see, this is my second event. So Chicago has been my second event, but it was like, I felt like I knew everyone already. So I felt so comfortable. And you can't get this type of connection anywhere else. So I want to let all of you viewers, you're part of an amazing community. I mean, if you're interested in kind of understanding a little bit about what we do, or want to know what it is exactly that we do, you can go ahead and contact either one of us, and we'll be more than happy to give you more information.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And you're right. I mean, it is funny because when you think about it, right? Unless you are a couple or you have people, a lot of people under your team and everyone's there, pretty much everyone is a competitor. We're
Yeah.
competitors, when you think about it. And
Mm-hmm.
we all share what our wins are, what our losses are, and we actually help each other. And that alone, I've never seen. Like,
Mm-mm.
that alone, I've never seen. I don't think that exists in other companies where people in different teams help each other. Like that, I don't think it exists anywhere. I know for sure in corporate America it doesn't exist. So, I mean, people are
No.
usually, helping out their people in their department, their group, and that's, they don't go out of their way for people in another department or group, right? So, I mean, but
Are you
here,
guys
but
are you guys on the same team?
we're not.
No. Mm-mm.
We're not.
The three of us are not on the same team. We're
No.
competitors, and here we are hanging out for the benefit of you. Because
Thank
the
you.
most
Yeah.
important thing and the most important takeaway that we took away this weekend, that it's not about money. It's
Yeah.
about touching and impacting lives.
Mm-hmm.
It's about getting that seed that is in each and every one of us, getting it to grow and prosper and water and nourish. That's what it's about. That's totally what money is, just a byproduct.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Right now we should be competing, and we're not. We're sharing.
Yes.
We'll compete after we hang up. Hang out.
We're sharing each other's experiences in our businesses, in our personal lives, and we've all grown. Actually, you know what? The biggest perk to this business, to be honest, at least from my standpoint, is the amount of growth that you're able to see from your friends. It blows my mind because, I can't explain, but when a bunch of people are in the same room together, sharing a common interest and a common goal, it's priceless. I love the energy, and that's why, we just got back about a day or so, and we're all so excited to be, sharing this experience with you. And there have been, actually, one of our friends wasn't able to make it right now actually had a personal breakthrough. And that's what these events, they're so important. And these breakthroughs take your business and yourself on a personal level, to a whole different ball game. And I don't know, I love it. There's so much to share. I don't even know where to begin.
I know. And you're right.
Seriously.
No, it's true. You're right, because a lot of people, I mean, this is my first hangout with Susie, but me and Chantel, I think we had our first hangout together.
We did.
Our first hangout ever
We sure
together.
did.
We did that together. And I mean, Chantal, you do a lot of video now. I see you super comfortable in front of the camera. I mean, you know, you're natural now, baby. You are.
Thank you.
are. You do it well. You've gotten so good at it.
Thank you.
But,
Thank you so much.
But you know what I mean? Like, all of us were like, the first hangout that we did was right after Austin, which was only in January. The end of January. We did this the first time in the end of January. And we were like, oh my gosh, a hangout? Oh my goodness. Like, I remember I was like a little bit like, I don't know what's going to happen, right? And I remember you were having some technical issues getting on.
Yes.
You know? There was like sound issues, and everyone else was on it. It was like 6, 7 people that were like good at hangouts, and we were like the newbies, you know? But yeah, I mean, I feel like we all have grown so much, you know?
And you know, that's the key, you guys. You know, growing in your business and professionally is so important, because if you're not growing as an individual, you know, your business is not growing. And that's what all three of us have to share. You know, we love to help other individuals. We love to see other people have breakthroughs. We love to coach other individuals, because we are part of an amazing community. And you know, and this is what life is about. It's about, you know, sharing these experiences, you know, with your friends and loved ones. So I mean, you see what I mean? Damara has seen me from, it took me 2 years to get in front of a camera, and here we are. You know, we experienced our first hangout together, and she's seen me grow on my videos, and I'm telling you, it's completely priceless.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see a human growing into their potential self. It's the most beautiful thing, and we get to experience that every day, and it's like, it's addictive. It's like being in a humanity garden.
Exactly.
I love that. Humanity garden.
Yeah, and I just love it, because no matter how meek or humble or insecure the least of us is, if they expose themselves to this, it's like dreams coming true. Huge things happen, and not only in their business, in all areas of your life. I'm sure you'll agree that you're being blessed all over the place, just because your mindset is in a positive place. It's not just your business. It's your health. It's your relationships. It's everything, and that's because this is a place to prosper and prosper universally in all areas.
Yeah, and not only that, we're helping others too. So we're kind of like it comes from the top, right? So the founders of the company kind of set the tone, and everybody else kind of did the same thing, and everybody else is setting the tone, and it's like a ripple effect. You know, like, it's almost like if somebody was to come in here and say, no, I don't want to share this, I don't want to do that, you know, we will look at them like they're crazy. Meanwhile, they're everywhere outside of this. But here, that's like odd, because we're all about helping people that are, especially that are new, helping people that are getting started, helping people understand what this is about. And sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time explaining this to people, because it has so many different things to it that you can benefit, that I feel like I will overwhelm them, and they'll be like, I don't get it, because I'll give them way too much information. Because I just want to tell them everything. Like, I want to say, well, this is what you get. This is what you get. You're going to get, if you didn't have confidence, you're going to get yourself some confidence. Because if you're afraid to do a video, believe you me, videos are, I think everyone should do a video, because videos literally, in some bizarre way, give you confidence. You are actually more comfortable speaking in front of a camera, you're more it's almost like it helps public speaking, because you don't know, a lot of people can see your video. You don't even know who's watching this video right now because this is live. Anybody could be watching right now, right? But it builds that confidence in you. And I personally wouldn't even thought about Google Hangout building confidence. That would have not crossed my mind. But now that I'm in it and I see, like, I didn't do videos. I mean, I did some videos that were screens, not really of me. And I just started doing videos just like you guys. And I feel comfortable. I mean, I still get like, you know, whatever, like a little depending on who's in it, you know, and that's mental, but that's really mental. And we teach you how to like deal with mental stuff, you know, like how to punch, you know, punch that fear out. We're all about punching the fear. You know, we don't like people that are like, I'm not going to do it, you know, because whatever. Like, no, like get over it and do it.
We hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
I guess in a nutshell, would you say what this is about is becoming the highest and most potential self that you could possibly be, and somehow that's monetized.
I know.
That's in a nutshell what it is, right?
It is. That is the most simplest terms I have ever heard that. And you know what, Susie? That's why I love you so much, because you are a spiritual human being, and man, you're shining. That's all I gotta say. And she is right, you guys. She's so right. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm connecting with her. Just so you know, you're amazing. I'm serious. I can tell, like, when you're speaking, I can read you.
Oh my goodness.
You have a lot of positive energy flowing through that video.
And guys, the most awesome stuff about this is not that it's a business opportunity, but that it's a movement. How many times in your day do you come across somebody that's positive? How many times do you come across somebody that's living on purpose and going for their dreams with all their mind and all their heart and all their soul? That's very rare to come across, especially on a consistent basis. Imagine being in a room full of 5,000 people that have dedicated themselves to going for it. Imagine the power behind that. And imagine if that power is monetized. It's a mind freak. It's mind-boggling. It's like you can't imagine. We're still hungover.
You're right. We are
Amen,
hungover
sister.
because we're hungover with information. Good stuff.
And just to add, this isn't a cult or something. It's not religious. It's not political. Everybody comes from all walks of life. There's disabled people. There's old people. There's a 12-year-old. That 12-year-old kid. Tell me what you think about that 12-year-old kid.
From Holland. I have to say from Holland so people don't think we're like, you know, because that's like breaking laws.
Yeah.
From Holland.
He's not. Yeah, that video was just outstanding. I couldn't believe it.
There's a 12-year-old kid that English is not his primary language, and he's making a killing on this business. He's using Facebook to promote himself, and he's making a killing. So just imagine for yourself, who would buy from a child? What adult, which are the ones that have credit cards, would buy a product from a child? This kid is killing it. And why is that? Because he's growing into his true self, and he's communicating his vision and his purpose and what this business means to him. And to somebody's ears, that's ringing. And to somebody's ears, they're saying, you know what, I want to go for it. I have dreams. I have aspirations. I want to align myself with people that will help that grow and that will help me realize what that is. That's what he did. And on a part-time basis, because he's still a student, going to school every day, doing homework every night, still participating in sports, he is making a killing. And I think that was like the most astonishing testimony that there was there for me. If he could do it, who can't?
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, he wanted to do it because I actually talked to the lady that got him in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he was outside. He was so cute. He thought he was like a celebrity, which he was because everybody was like in shock. Like
Yeah.
these grown people that are like, "Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I want to." Like the people that are doubtful. They're like,
Mhm.
"Hey, people, there's a 12-year-old doing this. Like
Mhm.
seriously, you can do this." But when I was talking to her, I said, "So, are you the mom?" I thought she was the mom. And she's like, "No, no, I actually got him in." She's like, "Originally, I actually got had told his father about it, and his father apparently sat the family down, and he volunteered. He said, 'I want to do that, Dad,' and he did. And in 4 months, he was wearing red. He was like already making money. Like he made $12,000 in like a couple hours a week because he goes to school and he has other activities. But he
Mhm.
was doing like an hour, 2 hours a day, and
Yes.
it's very doable. I mean, he wanted to do it, and he probably, he's young, so he probably didn't have the fear of like failing like some people do, that they're very fearful of failing. He just did it. He did what he was supposed to do because everything here is laid out. So it's like step by step. You just follow the formula and you do what you need to do, and that's it. But people want to do it their own way, or they want to change it up. They want to do different things because they
They
know
want to
better.
take the long way around.
They want to
Mhm.
do it better, they know better. So,
Mhm.
but he just followed it, and they got results.
It's
Simple.
so true, you guys. You know, in i- this amazing program. I mean, we can say the company name, right? Shouldn't be an
Sure,
issue.
sure.
Yeah, we're all part of Empower Network, and this company actually the tools are already set in stone for you. They're already there. They're already established for you to get started working on your business immediately. So there really is nothing to it, you guys. It really does start with a mindset, because yes, it can get discouraging at times when you don't find, have the success that you think you should have. But really the tools are there, and it's up to you to start taking immediate action on implementing them. So I just wanted to share that with you. They are one of the best resources online to start helping you market your business.
Yes,
And amazing.
it is. It's training because you learn how to do it. You can earn while you learn, which is
Mhm.
another plus.
Mhm.
And if you have a business, you can actually learn for your business how to get more traffic. So the truth is that you have a lot of benefits just from the same products. It's the same stuff. There's nothing additional. Everybody watches the same, learns and watches the same trainings, and you get all these different benefits from one place.
Yes, and for those of you who are not, internet marketing gurus or any of that stuff, I want to reiterate that this is not only for online. You can also use this amazing blogging platform for your offline business. So let's say you have, a coffee shop or a boutique. You can go ahead and promote your business on our blogging platform. Ladies, where is it rating at the moment?
Alexa, I
Uh,
have to look. I know it was like 146, I think, in the US.
I'll look it up.
I'm trying to
all
figure
I
out.
know is that we are ahead of CNN, and there was another
Yes,
one.
CN.
Yeah,
CN,
yeah.
a couple of them.
And
We're ahead of a lot of
and,
companies because we're pretty high
and
up.
explain what an Alexa ranking means.
I mean, it's basically in simple terms, where you rank online, and the obviously like Google and Yahoo and Facebook and the other ones like the
YouTube.
bigger companies, Bing, they're usually in the top 10. Well,
Okay,
we have an amazing rating. We're about to get that for you, but I just wanted you to let you
right
know.
now.
189 for
Oh
US.
my God, where
So
where
the
can you
thing,
find that at?
you just go to alexa.com if you guys want to
Yeah.
find out. You go to alexa.com, and it's basically, it tells you depending on, the amount of, like, I guess it's a couple of things that happen for them to rank, but it's basically the popularity and the traffic on the site. So it goes internationally, it goes US, and then if you put a domain that you may know about, like a store or something that you shop or visit, put it in there and see what number they get. Put it in your website and see what number you get. You know, if you have your own personal website, and see what number you rank in, and you most likely will be like in the millions. Most people have their website in the millions, like it's really high up there, but we're like 189, so that's pretty good, pretty high.
And what that means is that anything that you put on an Empowered Network blog is going to have high Google or any search engine rating. In other words, the more that a website is trafficked, the more relevant it's considered by the search engines. So your site will be found lightning speed quick as compared to if you're hosting a WordPress blog, let's say on your own server. Those entries that you make on that blog won't be found as easily as if they are inside an Empower blog. So that's what all this Alexa stuff is all about. It's getting yourself to rank fast and rank high.
Yeah, and get juice. Like you can do multiple things. So you can, even if you have your own website, it can help your personal website out. So there's a couple of benefits. Yeah, there's a couple of benefits with being on the Empower Network blog. What was I gonna say? I mean, there's so many things. It's hard to like put everything in one place. I actually tried to explain this to somebody on Facebook, and she's very like tech savvy. And we should also mention that you don't need to be tech savvy. This is great for beginners. Chantel, have you done internet marketing in the past?
Never. No internet marketing, you guys. Most of my business was done offline, and I haven't been in this game for too long. And let me tell you, if I can do this, you guys can do this. I am not tech savvy myself either, so it is possible. And you need to believe in yourselves, because all you'll be able to solve, your problem, whatever it is. All you got to do is YouTube it, Google it, and apply what you learn. I mean, it's as simple as that. To be honest, it's what you make of it, truthfully. Because we can sit here and make it complicated, but really, it's not. It's very simple. The simpler you make it, the easier your success will become.
Right.
So, definitely.
Follow the steps and the trainings that everybody gets, and it's really meant for somebody that's seasoned internet marketer that wants to learn some new tips and tricks. That's why we have like a lot of different strategies, so you can pick the one that you like. And if you're a beginner, you can just pick something that you want to start with. We don't tell people that they should do everything at once. We actually tell them not to do that, because it gets overwhelming. You just want to focus on one thing at a time. And if you wanted to do everything because you already have experience, great. It's up to you. This is your business. You do what you like. Nobody's watching you. Nobody's, restricting you. You can pretty much talk about whatever you want on the blogs. It's pretty open. So you can even talk about your business on the blog, which is, it's pretty great. I'm sure in other places it would not have that.
What the awesome thing is about the blog, it gives you a platform. Because imagine the blog is rating at a level of New York Times, or like you said, it outrates CNN. And you yourself, that's not a reporter, something that you write is actually going to be seen.
Exactly.
Right.
How amazing is that?
Amazing. Priceless.
Priceless. I have a question for you ladies. So after this hangover, that we have right now, after the hangover, so what is one thing that you learned this weekend? I know you probably learned a lot, so we're going to try to keep this a short hangout, but just like the one thing that jumps at you from this weekend.
Okay. Susie, would you like to go first, or?
Well, I'll go first with my little mantra.
Got it. Go for it. Mm-hmm.
After Austin, my mantra was generously empower with love. That was my takeaway from the event in January. Generously empower with love. And that's was the secret to success. This
Mm-hmm.
this time my mantra is whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, because this is more
Mm-hmm.
important than my little
Mm-hmm.
old business. It's more important than that, because it's about touching others. It's about spreading the seed. Let me tell you, how many people would you say were North American at the conference? Like 50%? Everybody else was from other countries.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is a movement. It's a worldwide movement, and it's time to get in now, because the things that are already on the back burner, which we can't mention, but anyway, the places that this company is going to go it's already far exceeding anything else that's out there. And where they're taking this, believe me, you want to get on the train and you want to get in now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more important than our individual businesses, isn't it, girls?
It
Yeah.
is.
It's about what more can a life be about than leaving a legacy and impacting others, and being alive to enjoy it and see it. Now you don't have to be dead to have a legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Be able to see your own legacy while you're still alive. That's funny.
And
So my biggest takeaway this time is whatever it takes, because it's more important than my money. It's about bringing the globe out of this recession that we're in, and an army of entrepreneurs will do that, irrespective of countries' boundaries.
mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
So whatever it takes.
That's awesome. I like that.
I
Whatever.
really like that.
Yeah. And I want to say something when you mentioned the other countries. Do you remember the people from Portugal with their flag?
Yes. Uh-huh.
They literally, because Empower doesn't have a website that's translated in other languages, they actually got that done.
Wow.
Because they were like, we know this works, and we need to get more people on board. And so they did it.
That's beautiful.
And the founders didn't like, we don't even know how they did it, but they did.
And I know of another group, because I've been on that Google Hangout, that are Italians, and they did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because people know, they know there's value. They're like jumping on the bandwagon. They don't want to be left behind.
But with
And
that said, the company's translating it into 5 different languages. I don't know if you caught that.
yes, it
Yeah.
is, which I'm very excited about, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
I mean, this is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. It's out of this. It in the beginning. I don't know if you guys would agree with me, but for me personally, it was about money. I'm not gonna lie. I've been searching for some type of opportunity online, so I was so dedicated and motivated to make money online. But when I attended my first event in Austin, Texas, wow. I was taken away. I was blown away by the amount of just value that we're basically in a movement, Susie. I mean, there is no choice, and that's why I can relate to Susie. There is no choice. We have no choice. This is it. I'm not going anywhere. I plan on not going anywhere. This is my primary focus. I did 8 videos today. I just want to share that with you guys. I'm so dedicated. I'm so serious. I don't have time for games, personally, because we have no choice. We've come this far, and I will tell you this right now, my friends. Women are taking over this industry. They really are. They are wanting more women involved. And if it's not you, me, or Susie or Damaris, it's gonna be someone else. So you gotta really focus and really decide if this is something that you believe in and something that you want for you and for your family. And that's the truth. And I can relate to the girls here on the panel, but I'm going to tell you 3 things that I took away from the event, okay? Number 1, it's not about you. It's not. This business, put yourself off to the side, seriously, on real talk. You need to put yourself to the side and dedicate your time and your resources to your team members. That's number 1. Number 2, you must continue to build a list. That is so important. Continuing to build a list and a following will allow you to leverage, the type of success that, you want. It really is a numbers game when it really comes down to it, okay? And number 3, the connections. I've never been around such a amazing group of individuals. It's beyond my wildest expectations, and I know this might sound crazy to you guys, but I dream about Empower almost every single night. and Damaris already knows that we are going to take a trip to Napa Valley. I'm not kidding you. Where can you go? Where can you go and have these types of feelings where you can call one of your internet friends and be like, hey, we're going to be hopping on a plane here shortly. Let's go for the ride. You can't do that anywhere, my friends, because you're stuck. You're stuck. We don't want you to be stuck any longer. We want you to come and be with us. Come join a movement. We're making a difference. And people need you. People need you. And I just kind of wanted to express that because I really believe that it's so important. I really do.
Mars, to answer your own question, what's your reply?
Well, I definitely look forward to Napa and seeing our commissions come through our phone while we're like having a wine.
I can't wait.
Let's visualize that.
Our cheese. Every time I do something, I always set a goal. So before I went to Austin, and this is my second event as well. Before I went to Austin, I had joined, and I wasn't completely sure if I was going to take this seriously. I wasn't, because I didn't completely understand it. I understand blog, I understand all that, but I kept on hearing people talk about it so much, and I'm like, am I missing something? I don't get it. What am I missing about this opportunity? I don't get it. There's something I'm missing. So my whole thing with Austin was I needed to get some clarification. I needed to find out if this was something for me. And when I got there, it was like a lot more than I thought. I was blown because it was a lot more than I thought it would be. And it was basically the community, right? The community is really what makes, for me, what makes this company. It's the people. It's the people. The products are amazing to begin with. They are. But the community is what really makes this company for me. And when I got there, I also found some parts of me that I kind of forgot about. And I'm like, I'm into self-development and I'm into growth and I'm listening to audios and I've done it even before joining this. I've been in this path now. And I started asking myself questions that I hadn't asked myself before. And I started getting feelings that I hadn't felt before. That I hadn't felt. Like I just started getting these like belief feelings and these things that I would normally not believe in, So that was one thing that I got. I got clarification when I went to Austin. So since Austin in January to now, been doing some stuff, some marketing, been doing some strategies, having some wins. And then I said, you know what? I want to take this a notch, up. I want to figure out 2 strategies, 2 additional strategies that I'm going to get. This is my goal this weekend. I'm going to figure out 2 more because there's got to be 2 more that can get me over and top, right? So that was my mindset, right, before I got there. So I talked to people. I, got some good conversations with some leaders. I got good conversation with some other super women and other women like you girls or you ladies. And I got some good tips, and a lot of good information all around. But what happens at the end of this, I come to realize, and it was banged into my head for a while, but I was not listening. I was not listening. I pretty much have everything I need. That was my whole thing. I went all the way to Chicago, but it wasn't for, in vain. I mean, I enjoyed my time. I got a lot out of it. But one of the biggest things that may sound super simple, but it was like a big thing for me, is that I already had what I needed. Stop looking. Stop looking. There's no other thing. It's you have everything. Like, we sometimes don't realize how much we know. And I mean, obviously when you talk to somebody who doesn't know anything about marketing, you already know stuff. But we know more than other marketing people that have been doing this online thing for a while. We have a lot of knowledge in a very, I've done marketing before in a different area, and I've done some stuff before. So it's not like I'm completely new, but I got to tell you, we literally have a lot of great knowledge that we can even take anywhere. We can help business people. We can help small business. We can just help so many people that are struggling online, because online is a little tricky. It's a little tricky, but we already have those shortcuts because we have people in our team that know what they're doing. And they have already saved us time. They've given us the steps. We have the shortcuts. We don't have to pay our dues, because we don't need to pay our dues. That's another thing that they talked about. How people feel like they need to pay their dues. Like, stop thinking that way. You don't have to work hard, and then you get the payoff. Like, you can actually get it while you're even learning, which is unbelievable. And it takes a programming for that, because you're not used to hearing that. Used to hearing work hard, learn. You go to college 4 years before you can actually do something. Here you can actually earn and learn. So that's a real mind thing, twist. I don't want to say any other words. But it really makes you question things. So mine was really simple, It was just like, you already have it. Keep on going.
A common perception in that, looking at myself in my mind, from where my mindset was in Austin and where my mindset was in Chicago, I could tell that I'm mindset maturing. Like, I don't see things the same that I just saw it 3 months ago. Right. I could tell that I've already matured, not only as a marketer, but in my mindset. And just to think that every 3 months, that realization will be compounded and compounded and compounded. That by itself is exciting. Just to know that I'm growing, and that personally I'm going somewhere.
Yeah. I am more calm and more clear and more focused. And I think Chicago had done that for me, because Damaris is so right. Sometimes we're so blind and we're so caught up with our daily grind that we fail to see that the answer has been in front of us all these months. So don't get me wrong, we've had tremendous growth since the previous event, but me personally, I don't think I was working my business hard enough. Because I'll tell you one thing, my friends, when you see the amount of success from all your other friends, you have no choice but to succeed. It works. There's pressure on the line. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Your friends are making sales. There's no reason why you shouldn't be making any sales. It works. It's working.
I love that you said that. I love that you said that, because that's exactly like they keep on saying, right? And it's all a saying, the 5 people you hang around with, that's like the average of your income. And it makes complete sense. Like, even you, Chantal, you were saying, I made 8 videos. And I'm like, oops, I have been like not today.
And I made 4, and I was feeling like, wow, I only made 4.
I made 0.
Mhm.
You know,
But
this
you
is
see the
different.
power,
Yeah.
of a community, guys. We hold each other accountable. And, Damaris might make 3 blog posts, today, and I didn't do any. And truthfully, I don't like to write. I prefer video. But that makes me feel bad. I'm like, uh-oh, I got to step up my game.
Yeah.
Does this count as a video?
This is my video. I have one.
Exactly.
One today. Well,
But
I was planning to do video today anyways, but when I heard you say that, I was like, damn,
Mhm.
I need to step it up tomorrow.
You better, girl. Wake up, put some cute earrings on and fix your hair and go for it, because people need you. People need you. And that's why we do this, my friends.
And it's
By the
true.
way, I'd like to share something. I'm recently unemployed. I think it's been like 10 days now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it's just my mind.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing. Yeah.
My mind couldn't be in 2 places at the same time, and my heart was not in my job anymore. My mind was only here, and I felt guilty making a salary when my heart and soul wasn't into what I was getting paid to do. My heart and soul is here, and I'm sure you guys will say the same thing. My purpose is aligned with this business. And that sort of sounds like an oxymoron. Like those 2 things, are like oil and vinegar, and they can't go together. And they certainly can't go together for so many people. But there is a way of making it work, and it's happening to all of us. Imagine your life purpose being monetized. It's like, I can't tell. It's at least worth checking out, wouldn't you say?
I would say for sure it's worth checking.
Well, you guys, you're watching 3 educated women from corporate backgrounds that have been very successful offline. So I want you to know this. We didn't share our stories, but that is a fact. So it can maybe think about it. Hey, this is really happening, you guys.
And you know what? And if somebody was actually interested in knowing, it's very easy. There's links here. People just have to look at the link, check it out. It's not expensive, which I think, the entry point is like super cheap. I mean,
It's ridiculous.
It's almost ridiculous that I think it almost deters people from looking at it because they think like it's not real, but it is real. You know what I mean? It's cheap, and if you don't like it, you leave. But at least you look at it and you give yourself that chance of saying, you know what is this thing about?
Mm-hmm.
Because it might change your life in more ways than one. You know what I mean? So it's worth looking at those links that are right below our names.
Most definitely. If you can't invest in yourself, you're really hurting yourself and your family and your future. And I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be $45 to get started. If you can't come up with $45, then you don't belong. And I'm being real, because if you can't come up with that, then there's something wrong.
Yes.
So we're here.
But you know what? And if there's something wrong with that too, because if $45 is too much to invest in just to figure out this is going to be something that can change you, not change you, but change your life, then you're probably not putting enough attention on yourself. You know what I mean? And we actually even have products for that.
Exactly.
Because if you don't have that belief that you can even do something like this, then we also have products or training that can show you there is that inside you somewhere. You'll find it. You'll find it. You'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. We're having breakthroughs, and we want you guys to share your breakthroughs with us. We want you to connect with us. We want you to join us in Denver, Colorado, which is going to be the next event, and it's going to be held July 19th through the 22nd. And we want you there. We want to meet you. We want to know your story. We're anxious to work with you. and anxious in a good way, because what we do for a living is we change lives, and we're coaches, we're mentors, we're guiders, you know, and this is what we do, and we will guide you to where you want to be in your business. So, you know, go ahead and connect with, you know, any one of us here on the panel. For me, it was a pleasure speaking with you on this beautiful Tuesday evening. If there are any Michigan fans out there, go ahead and shoot me a message. Connect with me, you know, on Facebook, and I would love to, you know, get to know you better.
Yes, same for me. Thank you so much, Chantal, for putting this together, and thank you guys for actually watching and listening. I know sometimes Tuesday nights people just want to, you know, watch some TV, but you're actually taking some time to watch this hangout. So I think that's pretty awesome of you. And I'm in the New Jersey area, so I guess if you're in the tri-state area, you're more than welcome to send me a message. And if you're not, you're still welcome to send me a message. So I look forward to hearing from you.
You have such a cute smile, Damaris.
I know. She's always smiling. I love that.
Yes, yes, yes. And what I'd like to say is, at this point, I don't know about you guys, but I feel butterflies in my stomach because I am in love with this business. And if you're feeling butterflies in your stomach because you feel that this might be possible, or maybe your heart's feeling warm, what I want to encourage you to do is listen to that guidance. Listen to that inner guidance that's coming from somewhere else. Listen to it and check us out. I'm also available on Facebook. Just search the link.
Yeah, we'll have our links below this video, guys.
Yes,
and
the YouTube page.
Yeah, and you know, and our websites and our names, you know, have been, you know, you can definitely watch the replay. Find us, Google us online, and you know, we're here to connect with all of you, and we wish you so much success, and we wish you the best. And you guys have a great evening, and make it a great rest of the week. God bless and take care.